Imagine a life where external events no longer disturb your inner peace. A life where you wake up every morning with a clear mind, free from unnecessary worries, resentment, or frustration. Sounds ideal, right? Well, this isn't some unattainable dream. It's the philosophy of Stoicism. Welcome to Stoicism for Beginners, a practical guide to inner peace. By the end of this video, you'll have a deep understanding of how Stoicism can transform your mindset and daily life. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that originated in Greece around 300 BC and was later adopted by the Romans. It teaches us how to live in harmony with nature, accept what we cannot change, and focus only on what is within our control. Unlike what many people believe, Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or being indifferent to life's challenges. Instead, it's about cultivating resilience, wisdom, and inner strength in the face of adversity. One of the most important Stoic teachings is the dichotomy of control, famously taught by Epictetus. Simply put, there are things we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, and things we cannot, other people's opinions, external events, and past mistakes. The key to a peaceful life is focusing only on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. Think about it. How many times have you stressed over what someone else thinks about you? How often do you wish you could change the past? Once you realize that these are outside your control, you can free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Let's talk about adversity. Life is full of challenges, and Stoicism teaches us to embrace them rather than resist them. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic thinkers, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes a way." This means that obstacles aren't just things to avoid. They are opportunities to grow. Instead of saying, "Why is this happening to me?" a Stoic asks, "How can I use this challenge to become stronger?" Another core principle of Stoicism is voluntary discomfort. In a world where comfort is easily accessible, we rarely test our resilience. But the Stoics practice discomfort deliberately, fasting, exposing themselves to cold, or sleeping on the floor, so they wouldn't become dependent on luxury. Seneca said, "Set aside a number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, and ask yourself, is this the condition I feared?" This practice helps you realize that you can endure more than you think, reducing your fear of hardship. Now, let's discuss the power of negative visualization, one of the most effective Stoic exercises. It involves imagining worst-case scenarios to prepare your mind for life's uncertainties. Instead of fearing that you might lose something, you mentally rehearse it. This way, if it ever happens, you are emotionally prepared. Paradoxically, this also makes you appreciate what you have even more. Try this. Close your eyes and imagine waking up tomorrow without your phone, your job, or even a loved one. While this may feel uncomfortable, it shifts your perspective and teaches gratitude for what you have right now. Speaking of gratitude, a Stoic does not take life for granted. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now, take what's left and live it properly." This isn't meant to be morbid. It's a reminder to appreciate every moment. Each day is a gift, and realizing its impermanence makes us cherish it even more. So, the next time you feel frustrated, pause, breathe, remind yourself that you are alive, and this moment, good or bad, is part of your journey. Another powerful Stoic tool is journaling. Marcus Aurelius kept a personal journal that later became meditations. Writing down your thoughts helps you reflect, clarify your emotions, and reinforce Stoic principles. Try this simple practice. Each night, write down 3 things you learned, 1 challenge you faced, and how you can improve tomorrow. Over time, this habit will develop wisdom and self-awareness. Finally, let's talk about virtue, the ultimate goal of Stoicism. The Stoics believe that true happiness comes not from wealth, fame, or pleasure, but from living a life of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. When faced with a difficult decision, ask yourself, what is the virtuous thing to do? acting with integrity, even when no one is watching, brings true inner peace. One practical way to implement Stoicism in your daily routine is to practice the morning and evening reflection. When you wake up, remind yourself of the Stoic principles. Accept what you cannot control, embrace challenges, and act with virtue. Before bed, reflect on how you lived the day. Did you respond to situations with wisdom and patience? This simple habit will reinforce your Stoic mindset over time. Another way to strengthen your Stoic practice is to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Join Stoic communities, read Stoic texts, and engage in discussions. Remember, philosophy is not meant to be studied in isolation. It's a way of life that grows stronger when shared with others. By practicing Stoicism, you'll find that you no longer react emotionally to trivial matters. You will become more resilient in the face of hardship, more grateful for what you have, and more focused on becoming the best version of yourself. Remember, Stoicism is not about changing the world. It's about changing your perception of it. And when you change your perception, you change your life. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, like and subscribe for more content on philosophy and self-improvement. And remember, the only thing truly in your control is your mind. Use it wisely